Hi, I'm Tasha Caritas. Welcome to your Yin Yoga practice. I'm so glad you are here with me. This is one of my favorite practices as it draws you into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is where you can rest and digest, the opposite of what we do on a daily basis when we're in fight and flight. So here is your time to rest and digest. I want to share some props that I have. You don't have to have props when you're doing yin yoga or restorative yin, but it is nice. And some of you might like to have these props. So I will put them down in the link so that you can find out where to purchase them so you can bring them into your home studio and practice whenever you want. We are going to be using a strap, a block. This is a foam block. It's a little bit softer than the traditional cork. I would recommend this for your practice. Yoga blanket. This will come in handy as one of your props as well. And then a bolster. Okay. So begin by finding yourself a comfortable seat. This will look different for everyone. Some of you may want to place a blanket underneath your sit bones just to bring your pelvic floor to a little tilt to where you feel the most comfortable in your body, allows your spine to be nice and tall. You want the crown of your head to be reaching for the sun or the moon. For me, this is the most easy seat. Again, I want you to really pay attention. The way that my body looks in these poses is going to be different than the way your body looks in poses. There's no good or bad. It's just how our anatomy is and who we are. And that is just perfect. So please honor that. Bring yourself to that comfortable seat, whatever that looks like in your body. You can bring your hands upward for more receiving energy, or you can bring your hands down, palms facing down on your knees if you need some more grounding energy. Again, I want to remind you that this is your time to tap into your body. All about you. So begin to notice how you're feeling. Start to calm your mind and tap into your beautiful body, quieting down the thinking brain and opening the heart space. You'll begin by taking a breath in through your nose and then let it go out your mouth. Ha. Again, in through your nose and an audible breath out. Ah. One more time, in through your nose. Ah. Allow everything to soften, your shoulders release, your eyelids get heavy, you sink into your beautiful body. We'll move into an Ujjayi breath, which is breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, keeping in that prana, the life force energy flowing through your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe you hear the constriction in the back of your throat. It makes a little bit of a sound on that exhale, like an oceanic breath. I encourage you to really stay connected to your breath throughout your entire physical practice. It will connect your mind and your body. And bring one hand onto your heart space, the other hand onto your belly, feeling that rise and fall of your diaphragm as you take in nice deep breaths and deep breaths out. Making this mind-body connection, tapping into your inner wisdom, your inner voice. And cultivate an intention for your practice today. Maybe you're manifesting something, or you want to offer this time to someone else. How beautiful is that? With so much love and gratitude, you set your intention for the time on your mat, your time, your personal space to connect with you. The healthier you are, mind, body, and spirit, the healthier you are to all beings around you. Remember, self-care is not selfish. Self-care is vital to your health and well-being. We'll start the practice with 3 ohms. Bring your palms together in prayer at heart center. Breathe in. Beautiful. We'll begin our physical practice. You can remove any prop that you might be sitting on. You'll make your way into a child's pose. Knees out wide, big toes touch, hips to heels. Hands spread out in front of you, forehead touches the mat last. Allow yourself to rest, letting everything go. Your fingers are spread out wide. Releasing any tension in your face. Let your shoulders relax. You'll walk your hands over to the right side of the mat very gently. Maybe the left hand places on top of the right, opening up that side body. Again, releasing your head and neck. Everything is heavy. Breathe into that left side body. And softening and surrendering as you look inward. Bring your hands back to center and pause just for a breath. Walking your hands over towards the left. Maybe your right hand places on top of the left, and then let your head and neck be heavy. Connecting to your breath, deepening your inhales and deepening your exhales. Returning back to center for just a breath. You'll press yourself up into a tabletop position. If for any reason your knees are hurting on this hard surface, allow yourself to be supported. Place a blanket underneath your knees. This practice is about listening and honoring yourself. So whenever you need support, allow yourself to take it. Then come back into that tabletop. Your gaze is neutral, your spine is flat. We'll thread the right hand underneath the left. You'll come into a very gentle twist with your right arm up to the sky. Then bring that right arm underneath your left. Right shoulder, right ear. Again, if you need a blanket underneath your neck, this is an opportunity to place it there just to protect your cervical spine. If this feels okay in your body, you can bring that left arm behind you. Reconnecting to your breath. Using your breath as a tool if you're ever uncomfortable. Bringing your left hand back onto the mat. Releasing this side. Maybe you come back into a gentle twist. Both hands back onto the mat. Any little movement that you might need to make, wiggling your hips side to side. Before moving to the other side, I'm going to invite you to very gently get a little stretch here in your wrist. So you'll place the top of your hand onto the mat and press down very gently until you feel a slight opening in the front of your forearm. Very subtle, very gentle. No need to overdo it. Right hand comes back onto the mat. We'll move to the left wrist. So placing the top of your hand onto the mat. Pressing down ever so gently to just feel a little stretch in the top of your forearm. It should feel so good. We're lubricating joints and bringing synovial fluid to those joints. This is how we stay mobile and unsticky. So important for the longevity of your life. Bring the palm back down onto the earth. You'll move to the other side, placing that left arm up towards the sky and then bringing that left arm under your right. Left shoulder on the earth along with your left ear. Make any adjustments you might need to really find this to be a gentle opening posture. Breathing into any sensations, allowing yourself to soften. This practice gets into your connective tissue and breaks up the fascia, allowing things to be smoother, creating more space, allowing for more mobility. Beautiful. Begin to place the right hand back onto the earth as you press up gently, slowly, with intention. Back to this tabletop position, maybe another gentle wiggle of your hips side to side. You'll begin to tuck your toes under if this feels okay in your body. See if you can even engage your baby toe. Again, we're getting into the joints. So important for longevity. We'll move into cat-cow. So on your inhale, you'll bring your gaze up, belly lowers. Exhale as you curl everything in, belly button to spine, chin to chest. Inhale into cow, belly lowers. Bring your eyes up to the sky. Exhale as you curl in. Inhale as belly lowers, gaze rises. We'll do this 2 more times. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, lower, gaze rises. Back to that neutral spine, untucking the toes, giving a little tap to release. If you have prop underneath your knees, you can remove that and place to the side of your mat. You'll begin to lower all the way down onto your front body, very gently with intention, placing one hand on the mat, the other on top, placing your forehead gently onto the mat. Let go of any holding, control, or tension. Let everything be gentle. Bending your knees as you gently sway your feet side to side. Your legs go long behind you. You'll move into a half frog pose on the right. Left ear lowers onto the earth if that feels good. You can goal post your arms. If you need support under your neck, please bring a blanket under that cervical spine. Something like this. Or if you need less, you can always adjust. So right knee stays on the earth. It extends up towards your right elbow. And wherever it feels easeful in your body, just make any adjustments. If you need a little bit more, you extend that chin away from your body. If you need less, bring your foot in towards your body. Honor where you're at. Meet yourself there. With love and respect, honoring where you're at. Breathing deeply into your diaphragm. feeling calm and at peace, allowing your body to rest and digest. If you find your mind getting busy during this practice, return to your breath. Give your mind a job. Just think of your breath and become into this present moment. Mindful, intentional. You'll gently come out of the side. Your right leg meets your left. Returning your neck back to center. Just release that side. Let it go. You'll tee out your right arm, keeping it straight, palm down. If for any reason this is painful on your elbow, you can bring your palm up. So feel how your body responds to this posture. You'll take your left hand and press your left hip on top of your right. Some of your shapes will look like this. Others of you may need to keep that left hand down and the left knee down. Some of you may also bring any prop that you might need. You can bring the bolster to that left knee and feel supported. So maybe your shape looks like this, or maybe it looks like this. Meet yourself where you are. You always have options, lots of choices. You'll begin to slowly come out of this side. So if you need to move some props out of your way, begin to do that. Lowering all the way down, releasing this right arm. For me, I like to place the arm to my side and just allow the blood to rush back. What does your body need? Before moving to the other side, we'll make our way into Sphinx pose. So pressing your forearms onto the earth, spreading your fingers out nice and wide. Your elbows are away from your body slightly. You're pressing down into the mat as if you were pulling the mat apart. Your belly button is drawn into your spine to protect your low back. Your glutes and legs are soft. You're building strength and heat within your low back, drawing your core inward to protect the spine. Your gaze is neutral. Breathing in and breathing out. Using your breath as a tool if you're feeling a little uncomfortable. Within the discomfort is where we grow and expand. And when you do difficult things, you rewire your brain. And begin to slowly release one hand on top of the other and let everything go. Moving into half frog on that left side. If you need support for your neck, remember to bring your blanket. You'll place your left ear onto the earth and you'll extend that left leg up towards your left elbow. Again, making any subtle adjustments you might need. Maybe it feels better to have your right ear on the mat. Allowing that front body to release, let go of any tension within your hip, your sciatic. And allow yourself to let go. Soften and surrender as you make all the space in your front body. You'll bring your left leg long behind you to meet your right. Bringing your forehead back to center to release any tension in your neck. Maybe you gently rock your hips side to side. Release any tension. You'll tee out your left arm long, placing your left ear onto the mat. You'll use your right hand to press that left hip over on top of the right. Again, maybe this is not how your shape looks. Maybe your shape looks something like this. Or maybe you bring a prop underneath that left knee. And bring that bolster to the front. Again, you always have lots of options to support yourself. Whatever your body needs right at this moment. Releasing out of the side, remove any props that you need so you can lower back down onto the earth. Let everything go. Feel the feels. You'll slowly press yourself back into a narrow kneed child's pose. Knees touching hips. Extend towards heels. Forehead onto the earth. And if it works in your body, your arms can come back with the palms of your hands facing upward. You'll begin to press yourself up. You'll come into a seated posture. So you have a couple of options here. We're going to move into deer pose if you're familiar with that. You can come into deer with or without a prop. With a prop, the bolster, it's a little more restorative. Without the bolster is more of a yin practice. You're bending that right knee, and the shin is parallel to the top of your mat. The left knee nestles into the sole of that right foot. Bring into that deer-shaped legs. You'll extend your arms up with a nice tall spine. Draw your belly button into your spine to protect that low back. Very gently, you'll twist towards that bent knee, and you'll begin to lower yourself down ever so gently. Maybe you're supported by the bolster and your shape looks like this. If you feel like you'd like a little bit more, you can remove the bolster and come all the way down, and maybe your shape looks like this. Allow yourself to rest deeply here, letting go of everything. Allow your bones to be heavy. Return to that Ujjayi breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Your nervous system is slowing down. Your body is able to rest and digest, regulating your vagus nerve. Placing your hands on the earth or the bolster, you'll very gently bring yourself back up real slowly to that seated posture. And bring your legs long in front of you, releasing any tension in the knees. Maybe giving yourself a gentle self massage, little tap. We'll move into a forward fold. Again, you have options. You can place a block or a bolster or a blanket underneath your knees. I'll show you. Or you can do this without a prop. I'll show you what they both look like. So you'll bring the bolster underneath your knees. You'll again come to that nice tall spine. Tuck your belly button in towards your spine so you protect that low back as you curl yourself forward. And then you become passive when you can't fold forward anymore. Just allow your head, the neck, and everything to be heavy. Now, for some of you, your shapes may look like this. Others of you may look like this. And that's okay too. If you wish to do this without the bolster, just come into that very gentle forward fold. Really protecting that low back. Just allow everything to be heavy. Head, neck releases. Letting go of any tension. Return to your breath. Allow gravity to soften you as you just begin to create more and more space on it each exhale. And you'll slowly begin to come back to that nice tall spine. One vertebrae at a time. There's no hurry. Gentle, slow, intentional. And then take a moment to pause and feel. You'll move into that deer pose on the left side. You'll bend your left knee and the right knee to make a shape like a deer. Now, if on the other side you use your prop, bring your prop to the left side. Get a nice tall extension. Protect your low back. Bring your belly button into your low back and very gently twist towards that bent knee and release. You may also do this without a prop if that feels better in your body today. Meet yourself where you are. You'll press into the earth or your bolster as you come back to a nice tall spine. Releasing your legs long in front of you. Again, a self massage if that's what you need. Maybe a tap. Feeling so relaxed. You'll make your way on to your back. Want to make sure you have props by your side so you don't have to get up to get them. You'll have your blanket, your strap, and your block. You'll gently bring yourself all the way down onto your back and squeeze your knees in towards your chest. Maybe a side to side, a little figure 8, massaging the sacrum and low back. You'll move into your first spinal twist. Tee open your arms. Bring those knees off towards the right. Some of you may need a prop. You can always bring a blanket or a bolster underneath your knees. If you need to bring the earth up to you, you can also place your hand on top of your knee to just release that knee closer to the earth. You want to keep your shoulders on the earth if you can. So you're opening up that left shoulder. Again, you can always place props underneath your left hand or shoulder if you need to bring the earth up to you. Meet yourself where you are today. Always honoring and respecting where you're at. Use your breath to soften a little deeper. Using your core, bring your knees slowly back to center. You can squeeze in again if that feels like a good sensation for you. Or you can bring the soles of your feet onto the earth. Take a moment to pause and feel. Hugging your knees back in towards your chest. You'll move into that spinal twist, knees off towards the left. Opening up that right arm. Again, keeping your shoulders onto the earth. If you need to bring any props, allow yourself to do that. Close your breath as you soften deeper in to this pose. Slowly bringing your knees back to center, pausing in any shape that feels good for you. Just pausing in between the poses. You'll look around for your props. Some of you will take a block and some of you will use a blanket. You're going to place the soles of your feet onto the earth about hip width apart. When you feel really grounded in your feet, you'll gently lift your hips, place the block on the the very short, smallest setting, place underneath your sacrum. If for any reason this is hard on your body, you can place the blanket on top of the block or just use the blanket instead. I'm going to move into legs at the wall without the wall for just a moment. If you need to give yourself a little support, you can place your hands under your hamstrings. Otherwise, you can stay here. Breathe into the sensation. So good for your heart as the blood flows down your legs. This is a great posture to do before bed, or if you've been on your feet for a long period of time during the day. It's so healing and nourishing. You can slowly begin to come out of this pose, placing the soles of your feet back onto the earth, pausing for a moment before we move into the next pose. If it feels okay in your low back, you can extend one leg long. See how this feels. If this is okay in your shape, you can extend the other leg long. Open up that front body. If you feel any pinchiness or any sort of spasm, you want to make sure you come out of this pose. Okay, you can always stay here. And I will cue you when you can come into the other side. Again, use your breath as you create all this space in your front body, opening up the psoas, hip flexors. It might feel good in your body if you bring your arms up overhead, taking that curve out of your cervical spine, so pressing your neck just ever so gently down towards the mat. You'll begin to switch sides as you maybe bend that right knee and extend that left leg long, opening up that side. Again, you can always have both legs long if that feels okay in your body. You'll bend your left knee so both feet are solid onto the earth. You'll press down in towards your feet. Very gently lift your hips as you remove any props from underneath you. Place to your side. You'll come down very, very slowly and allow yourself to pause here and feel. And you'll gently sway your knees back and forth as slow as you can go. And come back to center. You will grab for your strap. For any reason your head is uncomfortable being on the earth, you can place the blanket here just to give yourself a little more support. That should feel really nice. You'll take the strap. You want to make sure that it's connected. You'll place the strap under the ball of your right foot. So I always tell my students how important it is to work on your hand grip. So we'll actually be doing that here. You're pulling those toes down towards your face. You're feeling it in this Achilles and your hamstrings, maybe your quads as well. You're pulling those toes down towards your face. Now, some of you can keep that left knee bent. If it feels okay, you can extend that left leg long. You'll also feel an opening in the hip flexor, your psoas. So this pose is active. It is good for your hand strength. As we age, we lose this grip in our hands. So working on keeping your grip strength strong. Breathing into the tightness you may be feeling in your hamstring or your calves, your low back. Yes, you can. You'll take the strap into your right hand. Some of you may need a block, so keep that block handy. You're going to take that right leg away from your body. And this is where a prop might come into play. You might need to bring up that earth a little bit. So maybe your shape looks like this. Maybe it comes all the way down onto the earth. You can release the strap. Or maybe you decide to come back. Just allow yourself to feel into your hips as you are creating more space, bringing that synovial fluid into your joints, your hip flexors. Knowing that this is going to create more mobility as you age. The key to feeling young and being able to move your body freely, you have to lubricate your joints, break up that fascia, that connective tissue that can create stickiness and make you feel stuck and immobile. Your breath is another way to oxygenate your cells, create everything in your body to be oxygenated, taking out of the acid, anything that makes you feel sticky and stuck. You'll slowly begin to bring that leg back to center with intention. You're going to bring that right leg across your body. If you can, keep your shoulders onto the earth. Maybe you need another little prop. Bring the block there. Breathing into any place that feels really tight. Let's see where you can soften and let go. This practice can stir up things. It can make you a little stuffy sometimes just because it's moving your lymph, moving fluid around, helping you detox. And just a couple more breaths on this side. Very gently bringing that leg back to center. Releasing the right leg long, letting go of the strap. Place to your side. Feel the feels. You'll bring the strap to the left side. Maybe you bend that right knee just to help your hips relax as you bring the strap to the ball of the left foot. using that hand strength, pulling the left foot towards your face. If it feels okay, you can release that right leg long. Breathe into any tight sensations you may have. Allowing your breath to soften and surrender you. You'll bring the strap into your left hand and very slowly bring that left leg away from your body. Maybe your prop is already there. Allow yourself to rest on the prop or on the floor, whatever works in your shape. Meet yourself where you are today. You'll bring that left leg back up to the midline, and then away from your body. Maybe you need to bring the block over to your right side. Bring that left leg across your body, trying to keep your shoulders onto the earth if you can. You can let go of the strap, or you can continue to use that hand strength. Breathe into any tight sensations you feel. Bringing that left leg back to the midline. Releasing your left leg to meet your right. You're done with the strap today. Just pause and let yourself feel. You'll move into one final shape before final rest, Shavasana. Move into happy baby. Maybe your finger, your thumb and your index finger place onto your big toes. Maybe onto the outside of your feet. Or maybe just here or here, wherever you're at. You will press down on your feet or your ankles, drawing your hips down towards your chest. Gently rocking your baby A little bit of final movement before you rest. When you feel complete, you can make your way into Shavasana, final rest. If your low back is at all a little tender, you can bring the bolster underneath your knees. Maybe you place a blanket over your body, feeling so supported and restful as you just come into this final shape, to allow all the work you did to cultivate into your body. Just allow everything to rest and be still. Begin to awaken your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. One final overhead stretch. And then rolling off into a fetal position on your right side. It's nestling inward. Coming back to that intention that you said at the beginning of your practice. Draw it in. Bring a beautiful white light to your heart space. And allow it to radiate out towards everyone else around you. Radiating so much love. And you'll press yourself up. We'll just simply close our practice out together, feeling so peaceful and calm. Bringing your palms together in prayer at heart center, maybe closing down your eyes with deep gratitude and respect. I see the love, light, and teacher in all of you, as you see the love, light, and teacher in me. Together we are one. Bringing your thumbs to third eye. With deep gratitude, love, and respect for ourselves, for each other, and this practice. Namaste.